What if I told you one of the biggest cults in America didn't live in a forest or hide underground? It danced across your social media feed. Millions watched their smooth moves and bright smiles, never realizing they were caught in something much darker. This isn't just about influencers. It's about power, about faith, and how one man turned a talent agency into a tool for total obedience and control over every part of their lives. This is the story of 7M Films. How it started with promises of fame and fortune, but ended in lawsuits, lost families, and claims of cult-like brainwashing. We'll unpack how Robert Shin, a pastor from Los Angeles, allegedly used God, TikTok, and money to take over people's lives, and how one family's viral plea forced the world to finally look closer.
So today is my sister's birthday. We're not allowed to contact her, and it's really sad because we're blocked on absolutely everything. It's not, trust me, we're not trying to get frickin' attention from this. We just want Miranda back and don't know what to do.
So, who is behind all of this? It started with Robert Shin, a charismatic pastor of a small church called Shekinah in LA. His son Isaiah was a content creator, already running a production company called High Freq Films. During COVID-19, dancers were out of work, no gigs, no concerts, and no income. That's when Robert and Isaiah launched 7M Films, a management agency promising dancers money, fame, housing, and a built-in team to help them blow up online. And for a while, it worked. But what looked like a golden opportunity was the first step into something far more controlling. Dancers like Miranda Derrick, B-Dash, Concrete, Kylie Douglas, and more joined the group. 7 million films rented creator houses, filmed non-stop, and had them posting daily. After a while, they were blowing up on TikTok. Their videos were everywhere, but what the world didn't see was what it cost them. But soon, the same dancers stopped talking to their families. Phones were blocked, messages ignored, and the dream started to feel like a trap. So how did it go from an agency to a cult? At first, 7 Million offered everything a dancer could want: sponsored content, pro-filming, creator houses, and spiritual guidance. Optional at first. But 7M wasn't just a business. It was tied directly to Robert Shin's church. And over time, business and faith became one. Contracts were binding, tithes became mandatory, control increased. Members say they were told to die to themselves and their families, to abandon the outside world in favor of God's plan. Robert Shin wasn't just a manager anymore. He became their prophet. Former members claimed they had to give away up to 80% of their income, split between 7 Million and Shekinah Church. They weren't just giving up money. They were told who they could date, what they could post, and even when they could see family. And then came the big red flag: total isolation. One by one, families lost access to their children. Then Miranda Derrick's sister, Melanie, posted an emotional plea online. "Miranda, if you see this, please come home. We miss you." That video went viral. And suddenly, the world started asking questions. But how did 7 Million keep this going, with millions watching? Because the very thing that made them famous, TikTok, also became their cage. 7 Million hid behind viral content, happy dance videos, perfect smiles, and polished shoots. But behind the scenes, every caption was reviewed, every post monitored, and the narrative tightly controlled by leadership. Their content looked like success, but it was all for show. Social media algorithms reinforced it. If you watched one video, TikTok showed you more. You never saw the fear, the contracts, or the pressure. Even critics were silenced. Comment sections were curated. Dissenters were blocked. The bubble stayed intact. and anyone outside the group, they were seen as threats. Then came the lawsuits. Former members like Kylie Douglas and Concrete filed legal complaints against Robert Shin, accusing him of fraud, labor abuse, and even human trafficking. They spoke of manipulation, spiritual abuse, and emotional blackmail. Some said they were brainwashed, others said they were too scared to leave. But now, they were finally telling the world. Miranda Derrick eventually responded. In a video, she claimed she was fine. Not controlled, not a victim, just misunderstood. But her family and much of the internet weren't convinced. Her public statements sounded scripted. Her husband, a church insider, was always by her side. Her parents still hadn't seen her. Was she truly free or still under control? In May 2024, Netflix released Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult, a bombshell docuseries that blew the lid off everything. It showed contracts. It showed confessions. It showed parents sobbing on camera, unable to reach their children. It also showed how easily social media can become a tool of control. This wasn't just one group gone wrong. It was a warning to every creator and every viewer. 7M Films started as an influencer agency, but according to former members, it became a high-control group built on manipulation, money, and fear. As of 2025, lawsuits are still ongoing. Robert Shin denies all allegations, and creators like Miranda remain in the spotlight, but surrounded by questions. In a world where fame is currency, the cost of control is often hidden behind a ring light. This story isn't over. So, what do you think? Was 7 million a cult? Or just a misunderstood agency? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this shocked you, share it. The next creator who needs help might see it.